Oh my gosh, I am freezing. This reminds me of my pulling an all-nighter thumbnail. Anyway. Hey everyone, it's me Katie. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a story time, as you could tell by the title and the thumbnail. And no, this is not clickbait. I've done a couple story times, or maybe one, where it was a true story, but the title was clickbait. But this is not clickbait. Kind of wish it was, because this was like a scary day for me. Also, kind of random, right before I filmed this video, my phone froze, like out of nowhere, and it never does that, and I kind of got scared. Does ever something little happen to your phone, whether it froze or, I don't know, something happened, and you just have like a mini heart attack? I don't, is it just me? I don't know. One time my Instagram logged me out and I had a mini heart attack thinking that I wouldn't be able to get back in. And just earlier when my phone froze, I had a mini heart attack because I thought like my phone was going to be frozen forever. But I fixed that problem by putting, nobody cares. Anyway, back to what the video is actually about. And that is the time I hit my best friend's car. So I'm just going to get right into this video. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I'll try to make it not too long, but not too short. So this happened on March 17th, 2019, and the only reason why I remember the date is because March 17th is St. Patrick's Day. That's the only reason why I remember the date that it happened. Oh my gosh, that was 9 months ago already? Wait. Okay, that's crazy. Already in November. Pretty insane. So, I did get permission from my friend, and that friend is Jack. You guys all know her. She's in like a lot of my videos, but she was the best friend that was involved in this situation. But yeah, I did ask her if it was okay to make this story time because I didn't want to, I just wanted to ask her to make sure, because obviously I hit her car. I want to make sure that it's okay for me to make the story time. And I was thinking about making the story time, the same month this happened, but I just thought about it and I was like, I don't really know if I want to make the story time. But it's been 9 months, it's so in the past, so I decided to make the story time, because why not, And the only people who know what happened is me, Jack, the person we were with, and my family, her family. I don't know about anybody else. I don't know if Jack told anybody. I didn't tell anybody. Yeah, not many people. Now it's on the internet, so. Alright, so it started off with Jack and I hanging out at her house, like we do, like, every single weekend. We hang out all the time. And then, we invited one of our guy friends to Jack's house, and we were, just hanging out, having a good time. And this was back when I didn't have my own car. I had my dad's car I used to drive before I had my own car. So I would drive my dad's car. So, this is just, that was just a little off topic, but I didn't have my own car yet. So we were just hanging out at Jack's house, me, Jack, and our guy friend. And it was getting, dark out, nighttime, obviously, okay? I don't really know why I'm describing things weird. And since I can remember, since I started driving, I had a huge fear of driving, and especially at night. Like, driving at night was a huge fear of mine. And I definitely have gotten better with driving. Like, I'm not as nervous or scared to drive anymore as I used to be, and I'm getting better at night. Like, I drive at night more than I did, like, a couple months ago. But we were trying to think of, something to do because we were really bored, but it was also nighttime, and I was super afraid to drive somewhere, but we were hungry and we wanted dinner. We were trying to figure out something to eat that, that wasn't fast food, or something like a place we don't go to a lot. And it was like this buffet place. I forgot like what it was called, but it was like a buffet place. And Jack only had her license where she can have one passenger, and our guy friend couldn't drive. So we had to take two separate cars, meaning I had to drive and then Jack had to drive with our guy friend. I honestly could have drove everybody, but I was just afraid to get caught. Like, I probably wasn't going to, and I didn't if I was going to. You never know, honestly. But we had to take 2 separate cars, and I had no idea where this restaurant was. I never heard of it, and I hate driving places, especially alone, that I've never been to. And at night, especially, when I can't see anything, that just made me so nervous. I started, like, panicking, because I always, like, get super nervous about driving, and especially it was a place I have never been to, and it was at night. I was so panicked and so nervous. So I was so nervous that I wasn't hungry. And we drove there, everything was fine, even though I was freaking out. We got there, everything was fine, and I didn't eat anything. All I remember is having a plate of a little bit of mashed potatoes. That's it. And our guy friend was very nice and paid for me, which was so nice of him, because all I ate was a little bit of mashed potatoes because I was so nervous to drive. It was ridiculous, but that's just how I am. So all I ate was mashed potatoes, like I said a million times. And Jack had this great idea to put salmon in lemonade and called it salmonade. So there's a huge joke now of salmonade, because she put salmon in lemonade, because she likes to put weird foods in drinks. Like one time she went out with my family and put bacon in my Shirley Temple. Yeah, I'm exposing my best friend right now. So we eat, everything is fine, and Jack knows and our guy friend knows that I am freaking out. I'm so nervous. Like, they knew how nervous I was, because obviously, like, I had to repeat myself a million times how nervous I was. And I just kept saying, I'm scared, I don't want to drive home, but I had no choice. So we leave the restaurant, and Jack was asking me if I wanted the guy friend to drive with me, like in my car, and I was like, no. And so we leave. Okay, we didn't even leave the parking lot. So basically, she goes, and I just follow behind her, and there's a stop sign at the end of the parking lot. And I don't really know what was happening. I was just so nervous. I was just focusing on how nervous I was. It was nighttime. I had no idea where I was. And we didn't even leave the parking lot. And let's just say, like, she was stopped right here. And I just was coming from this direction. I'm trying to explain this as best as I can. But she was stopped at the stop sign. And I was coming from this direction, trying to go behind her. But instead, I was going next to her. And I was way too close to her. And I, like, skidded, or, like, I don't know the term, like, I don't know, scratched my car up against her car, and all of a sudden I was like, and then I was on the phone with her. Yes, oh my gosh, yes, I was on the phone with her because I was scared. So she said, you know, you can talk to me on the phone since you're alone. And I was on the phone with her, and I heard her say, what was that? And I was like, what did I just do? Like, it sounded like really bad. And it was just a little bit, like, I don't know what I was doing and why I went and why I was, like, right next to her. I don't know what happened, but I, like, hit, like, I don't know what I was thinking. I was just so nervous. So Jack starts, like, kind of, like, being, like panic, like, what the heck, like, with the damage. So we leave the parking lot, and then we find this side street that is right by the parking lot where the restaurant was, and we pull over. We put on our flashlights up on our phones, and we look at Jack's car, and it does have some damage, has some, like, scratches, but it's nothing like I thought it was, because the sound that my car made against her car sounded so bad, but the damage wasn't as bad as I thought, which was good. My car had no damage, which I was kind of like seriously, like, it was my fault, and my car had no damage, and her car had damage. Like, I wish my car had the damage, and hers didn't. Like, and I felt so bad, I started to cry, and I just felt awful that I literally hit my best friend's car, all because I was nervous about driving home at night. Like, and I don't know why, like, I don't know how I hit her car. I don't know if I, like, I remember, like, if I got too close or something, or maybe I hit the gas instead of the brake. I don't know. I honestly don't remember, but I just know I just messed up. So, yeah, we pulled over, and we checked, and I just felt so bad. I started crying. So then we got back in the car, drove back to Jack's house, and Jack showed her dad. And I was sitting on the curb, I remember, just crying and feeling so bad. I thought I was going to get, like, in huge trouble, but Jack's dad was cool about it. He said it was all right. You know, it wasn't as bad of a damage as I thought it would be. I called my dad. I let him know. I didn't get in trouble because obviously I didn't do it on purpose. Like, I felt so bad. But I just couldn't believe, like, I don't have any pictures, obviously, or proof, but I hope you guys believe me. But I just felt so bad. I couldn't believe that it happened. Like, I just wasn't expecting it, and I never hit a car before, and my fear is just hitting a car now. Like, I think it's always been since I've been driving, but, like, now I'm, like, extra cautious now. But not that it was a good thing that I hit a car, but I'm glad I hit somebody's car that I knew rather than a stranger, because that would have been way worse. Why are my ears so red? Anyway, so yeah, that was the time I hit my best friend's car. It wasn't that big of a story, but I feel like it was pretty interesting. And sorry if this video goes up late on Saturday. I'm filming this video on Friday, the day before I'm posting it. So I'm going to spend all night and tomorrow editing it. So sorry if it goes up late. I mean, it wasn't like a huge accident. I don't want to say that, but I did hit a car. I went like right there and took some of the paint off, and I felt bad because it was all because I was nervous. All because I was nervous. And I don't know, like, again, I don't know if it was because I hit the gas instead of the brake, or if I was just being stupid and just got close to her car for no reason. I don't know, but I'm not going to really count it as an accident, because I mean, I guess it is, because, you know, two cars, you know, impacted, but it wasn't like a crazy, like, explosion kind of accident. I don't really know what to call it, but it was just a huge mistake, and I feel terrible till to this day. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. Give this video a thumbs up if you want more story times on my channel. Something's gonna have to happen in my life, because I really don't have any stories to tell right now, but hopefully in the future something interesting happens to me, and then I'll make a story time about it. But make sure you subscribe if you're new by clicking the red subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!